lullaby and good night. Sleep will softly surround you while your dreams fill your eyes with a melody of love. Lay you down now and rest. May your slumbers be blessed. Lay you down now and rest. May your slumbers be blessed. We kissed and made love, but enough is enough. Hey, it's just my luck. Now our eyes will shut. Two girls fall in love. As we fall asleep, once more our lips meet, and I'll call you sweet, and you'll say to me, two girls fall asleep. And as we dream of each other and all of our needs, like a mother will comfort each other, my lover. In the morning I'll wake, and I'll give your warm body a shake. Then we'll start our day, my face on your face, two girls who are gay.
Oh, Harmony, don't you cry. I know it's hard when your schedule's tight, but you've got a fun gig on Thursday night where you can whack all the drums inside. Oh, Harmony, don't you bawl. I know your life won't let up at all, but we've only got 6 more days till Monday, and we won't do shit unless you really wanna play. TRC, let this girl free. Stuck in M4, letting long tears leak. It's time to come back to Alcott Street, so you can rest up, but you won't, 'cause you are just like me. When you finally sleep, when you finally sleep, come find me, come find me. When you finally
smile if you did. It's been a time and a mile with a mind full of tired, so get rid of it for me. It's time to go to sleep. Lay your head down and sleep. Every day it's a washout. All the trains seem to mock you from the street. But your dreams fill with orchid blossoms down to the ocean where you long to dip your feet and slowly sink in deep. Lay your head down and sleep. You never take what you need, so sleep. You never take what you need, so sleep. You never take what you need, so sleep. Does your blanket feel like? What does your blanket feel like? Do you like it? Do you like it? What does your blanket feel like? What does your blanket feel like? Do you like it? Do you like Sleep, Isadora. Sleep all night, you'll be okay. You'll wake up in the morning. Sleep, Isadora. All is right along the way. You will be safe. You'll feel something. I'll feel something. We will both be fine. When there's nothing left for hunting, turn it into light. I'll keep you in my sights as you sleep, Isadora. Tonight, when you were younger, it was different than today. I'll see you when you wake.
All day long you've been talking and talking and talking and talking and more. So much to tell, it's quite abrasive. My hatred station waiting at the door. Now it's time to slow it down. Let's keep the thoughts inside for now. It's my turn. Close your eyes and I'll speak softly, 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 softly to you. I know your thoughts are all exhausting, exhausting, exhausting. I can feel it across the room. But now it's time to shut it down. I promise that tomorrow you'll still have a mouth. You have my word. How long has it been since you slept, girl? I can see it in your bloodshot eyes. You're looking dreadful. Oh, but there's so much more to do, you say. Then you kiss my lips and you run right away. Please don't come back again without some rest. Let's not act like insomnia started this mess. I've been singing for days and this one, she just won't go down. She's got so much to live and so many loves all around town. She's been popping blue pills to make sure she hits them all. Just make sure when you get home there's no hitting involved. Been fighting for days, so I wrote you a song, hoping you'd hit the hay before popping more Adderall. And it's only Tuesday, so coffee's just fine. I'll be pissing my brains out at work all the time. Once Friday's upon us, we'll crack orange bottles. Nothing's putting me down like my love and her guitar when I'm throttled. you meet in your dreams? Who will you meet in your dreams? Who will you meet in your dreams? Maybe you'll meet me. Maybe you'll meet me. Who will you meet in your dreams? 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 Maybe you'll meet me. Maybe you'll meet me. Who will you meet in your dreams? 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 Maybe you'll meet me. Maybe you'll meet me. The Girl Who Watched the Dog. The girl cared little for physical things, living things, that which moves about, at some degree of consciousness, in some kind of being. All of this the girl found to be continuously and utterly inessential. When strolling about the town of Jingle, in the places where the crowds rush by, wearing their shoes and their socks that had been selected for such an occasion, the girl was there, just as plain and clear as any other, walking forwards, smoothly and calmly, indiscernible without selection. But if one were to pay close attention to her, and only her, for some amount of time, perhaps seconds, but no more than a minute or two, it would become apparent, at least somewhat to the lone observer, though they may not be able to articulate exactly why this was, that the girl was sailing, seemingly apart from the others, not necessarily that she was special or higher, or even below the surrounding townsfolk,
rather that she was merely sailing, not as a captain, but as a ship, which does not feel the beating threat of traversing the endless cascade of salty sea. To say it plainly, though it would not encapsulate fully this grand event, which had spanned her entire being as far as she or anyone could remember, her mind was elsewhere. While perhaps any other electable resident would have found themselves overtaken by monumental distress at experiencing even one moment of such an existence, to the point in which they would throw themselves at the feet of some doctor, practitioner, cosmic tinkerer to conjure up a cure, which would return them to the here and now that the many of us agree upon to be shared, common, and unmoving. The girl was quite content with her lack of seeing, though she would not call it such, as her vision was and remained absolutely fine. And though she could view things just like you, and maybe even I, it was as if any object, but especially those which live and breathe, were made completely of paper, not mache, which one may move about with their hands to surround formed objects and be placed before any rock or tree they may find, but an entirely flat piece of thin, limp paper. Though I stress one last time, this is not how her world appeared. All of this to explain why the girl found herself one day quite alarmed, as vision allowed her to view the first bit of lucidity which she had experienced ever. Standing before her, she sat alone with one bag of popcorn, half empty, on the John Lozenge Memorial Bench, located directly in the center of Martha Christopher Memorial Park. Sitting now, right in front of her, was one small, brown puppy dog. I pause here briefly to interject that while there are a finger's worth of instances which do not adhere to this law, generally, I do not know anything which the girl does not. I do not know where the dog came from. I did not see any clip or tag or rope or tie or collar which would indicate any given identity. I did not see where it went off moments later as it tottered through the trees opposite where it came. And I did not follow it in secret as the girl stayed planted on the wooden bench, neck craned, slightly following the direction of this dog's particular arrow, which moves ever forward, at every instant colliding and intersecting with our own. Despite the stir she felt, that which she internally considered, which would have looked to myself to be only a brief pause, but as we know, that which governs internal time does not adhere to the steady ticking of an arm, or a constant changing of numbers, often one line or two away from forming an 8. Rather, it is measured by something which resembles weight, which of course never crushes us, no matter how heavy it may become, at least not our bodies. And because of the particular weight of the girl, in her head that is, at the moment in which she continued to gaze where she presumed the dog must be visible, if not for the infinite distance created by an obstacle and a much more finite distance found by 4 stubby legs, it occurred much longer than what was witnessed, as she pondered 2 things, one after the other. The first being, was this God? And immediately afterwards, was this the devil? Always these were things she had believed in, for she had seen them, but never here, never in the place which appeared forever fuzzy and blurred, like needles soaring in anxious clusters, never bringing about pain or even a flinch of instinct. The land which she had forever indifferently discounted as not to be bothered with. For a moment, tears, at least almost tears. A small collection catching in the gutters of her eyes, hoping for tomorrow to come here again, as she did every day with her popcorn and her absence, and the dog thickly outlined amongst everything which was always so stirred and smeared, like vertical watercolor. It would return as well. Only one drop she allowed to fall, from the crinkled corner of her eyelid onto the small platform of cement built to float the bench through otherwise endless oceans of growing. And as this collision occurred, her trance was broken. Immediately she sat upright, and it was as if she had just been crying, but no longer. I didn't know exactly what it was she thought that brought about this sudden break, until later she told me. In vague terms, which I then took upon myself to match up to the scene, which had played out earlier that day. Quite simply, this was glowing. The dog was glowing. It was something. There was no denying this, and the girl would not dare diminish the encounter, no matter how she imagined others would urge her to, if she were to tell. Perhaps a lack of presence implies a lack of seriousness to those who read unseriously themselves, but if anything were something, the girl would take it seriously, and she did, for the countless things that would float by, seemingly at their own whim, in an almost constant stream, and sometimes return, but often, even within a realm which one would mistake for imagination, which would implore them to ask, why she not just conjure again? Many of these things, as real or as glowing, would escape some unseen vision, like feeling around for the light switch in hopes that, once your hand has found flicking, the flash of seeing will eviscerate all nightmares. These things would fade away from this place, and that was that. And much like this, the dog was never seen again, for it never found its time. That's the whole thing. That's it.